I'ma say this one time, and one time only. If you show up to my property uninvited when I have explicitly told you not to, you are in fucking danger. You are not safe. Moving on. The cards that came out today. The Lovers and the High Priestess. 3 of Coins, 4 of Coins, King of Coins. This, which I forget the name, but I have it somewhere on a piece of paper. I think I got that from Spellbound Sky. 4 of Swords with the 10 of Swords or 10 of Wands underneath that. Okay, 10 of Wands energy giving the 10 of Swords energy, being transmuted by the 4 of Swords energy. And then we got the Knight of Swords, 2 of Coins, and strength, creativity, connections. The tree can grow as tall as it wants to run away from its roots, but it's still connected to the roots, and it still needs the roots because the roots nourish it, right? And the leaves are a part of that. Something about, it's correlated somehow, I don't know. It's correlated, oh yeah, and the Tower and the Emperor in reverse. It's correlated to the ohia trees growing taller on the Big Island, which is like changing the weather, it's changing the rain. Purpose and surrender also came out too. I made this fuck ass tea today. I made blasphemous strawberry milk with strawberry extract and oat milk, and then this nutty ass green tea and lilikoi tea. And it's pretty good. It does taste a little bit like alcohol because of the strawberry extract. But it's pretty clean other than that, so fucking whatevers, you know what I mean? We do what we can. We do what we do. Unconditional love. The beloved. An initiation. Cosmic divine. Okay. There's a puzzle. There's a puzzle here. There's a fucking Okay. Because this initiation card also talks about this initiation card also talks about like the cosmos and the cosmics and like divine love and stuff, which I feel is appropriate for this time. But I ain't ever had this, like, look at this. This is insane. So maybe that's the vibe. The point is that there's no fucking point. Okay, I'm seeing like a mountain with like different peaks and stuff. You hit a peak, there's always another one. To go back is to go through the same peaks. Peaks, roller coasters, rocket ships. It's like a rocket ship roller coaster on a fucking mountain. So no matter how high up you go, you're still connected. I figured out the puzzle. This and this. Not needing proof or exact science or this or that to like do stuff doesn't mean that you're not grounded. Not looking at things the way that multiple cultures, societies, blah, 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 whatever, conforming to that. Not looking at it that way does not mean that you're ungrounded. That is another way to label and distort and divide. That is not true. And you will see this disruption amongst men and women a lot. Masculines and feminines a lot. Because the feminine side tends to be more spiritual. So here you'll see really rough masculine women almost bulldoze very spiritually in tuned, feminine, balanced masculines. Vice versa. Not seeing that it's like a bigger energy, like a bigger picture, like there's a lot more to it. And then so everybody's calling everybody crazy or delusional or whatever, like evil, ungrounded, psychotic. Oh yeah, these two cards also came out. Self-love, heavily tied to faith in that card. It's on point, it's on point, it's on ridge, it's on the cliff. Seven of Fire, divination, signs, heeding intuition, looking within, seeking answers, discovery, awareness, trust. It's giving bowling in France. Linden, garlic, and oregano may be significant as well, or will be very soon. It's like people love you, they love your work. At the same time, they want more. We always want more in our lives. When you are feeling the need to require more from something outside of you, it is important to remember that you carry like this King of Coins energy. Like that's like the embodiment of the season, because it's been coming out. Okay, it's giving with this surrender and purpose, it's giving like, did you really expect that in awakening others, you weren't gonna get slept a couple times? You know what I mean? Like, you really didn't think you were gonna get slept a couple times? Like, the Star and the Six of Swords under that. This is telling a whole story. I can go through the whole deck. And then there's the Nine of Wands and Death. And then there's the Six of Wands and the Lovers. And then the Emperor and the Chariot. And this is where I'm gonna stop. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Three of Wands, Ten of Cups with the Magician and the Empress underneath. Like, this is the energy you've been, this is the energy that you've been, like, alchemizing, transmuting, incorporating, embodying, integrating different things of different, like, all of this, all these cards right now. And so that is a lot. So is it crazy to feel crazy sometimes? No. But is it crazy to call someone else crazy? Yeah, kind of. Like, you really gonna sit there and tell me that you've never been put in a situation in your life where you felt like you had to resort to violence in order to protect yourself? And you're telling me that even though that some people are in the wrong or like whatever the fuck, right, shit happens, people do some wild ass fuck shit, but you're telling me that you can't like reach that same level of understanding that you have for yourself or someone else and be like, well, what did I need for that? And then no, of course it's gonna take longer, of course there's gonna be more Nine of Wands, and of course there's gonna be this, of course there's gonna be that, of course things are gonna be upside down sometimes, of course I'm gonna have to be able to work on my feet while the fucking room is rotating, of course. So what the fuck? So what's the problem? What's the problem? What is the problem? What's the problem? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god. Everybody wants to talk about what it's like to reach your goals. Nobody wants to talk about, obviously that's figurative, people talk about it all the time, but it depends on who you're surrounded by. But like that silent battle of like reaching your goals and then like things actually working out, and then having like when you realize like, oh shit, this that, like my intuition was correct. I'm still glad I made the choices that I did and acted in that way. But damn, well now that everything came in, I can finally release all of those emotions. But some of it is true, so then you kind of gotta balance it out and alchemize it for yourself. What can you bring? What do you need to leave behind? Forgiveness doesn't always mean reconnection, but when that's kind of like your purpose, then you kind of gotta figure it the fuck out without leaving bullet holes. So we also got the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers, magnetism Lovers. It's like versus the other one that kind of symbolizes more of friendship. This here is talking about connecting to people for the right reasons, wanting to show up to people, for people in the right way. That, yeah, for different people, you're figuring it out. And if this has been a problem for you for years, you're figuring it the fuck out. When you've been told that you're crazy or something's wrong with you your whole life, and then you grow up and you realize that the whole system or the people surrounding you, even if they do love you and they are there for you, and then it wasn't designed to withhold your energy. It wasn't designed to support or feed or nourish your energy. And thankfully, there are multiple systems, places, blah, blah, people, blah, 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 two. But when you realize that you wasn't crazy, that you wasn't all those things, it's a whole fucking acid trip. It's a whole trip and a half. You almost go crazy thinking that you was crazy. Because not only was you told that, and other people believed it, but you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck else were you supposed to, you started to believe it. You felt like you were something that you needed to fix. But that's simply not true. And the environment around you is moving forward and changing, and they're seeing the impacts of certain words, behaviors, languages, certain labels. They're seeing the supernatural. You may have experienced an increase in activity. Maybe you can feel things moving your bracelets or touching your bracelets. Maybe your jewelry is breaking, even if it is indestructible. And that is a clear sign of, I guess you could say, like breaking chains or breaking free, or the jewelry, the protection, the spirit of that item did its job. It doesn't have to be something wearable. It's just, for me, it always is. Something about taking all of those broken pieces as well over time, like all those, so like for me, bracelet broke when I joined a new community. I had a very powerful dream in the astral, and when I woke up, my bracelet was broken. Like, there's no way. This one's fine. What do you mean? And it also has like strings hanging out. Like, how did the other one break before this one? But there's a reason for it. And especially because that angel quartz is heavily tied to the higher realms, and I was warned to not wear it without a grounding stone such as carnelian, to always carry a more masculine stone with that bracelet. And I would wear that bracelet by itself. Sometimes I would pair it up with other freaking so all these bracelets broke over time. I have a jade one that broke as well, and that was like AAA, supposed to be really, really good quality, out of country. No hate or shade to them. This is just how it works for me. So taking all those beads and maybe creating like a whole new piece, like, and you're doing the same with your, it's gonna depend for like different people, for your mind, soul, spirit, body, your heart, whatever it is that was broken up. It's like being all pieced back together, restrung in a new, beautiful way, creating something that wouldn't have been fathomable or creatable before that or without that. Okay, can I please get a confirmation card, as if I don't have 100 cards on this table already laid out? Like, calling people or things toxic or treating things as if they're poison is what is the toxin, is the poison. Thinking that you couldn't out-vibe, alchemize, transmute something is the toxin. And when you reach something that you're like, well, I never fucking did it. Like, you know, like, whatever makes you feel like you can't do the impossible, that's the toxin. It's not that you don't know enough, you're not knowledgeable, you're not experienced, you're not certified, you're not fucking this, you're not that, you ain't shit, you fucking crazy, you fucking this, you fucking that shit ain't true, that shit ain't real. Fuck you, bitch. It fucking is. moving on, moving forward.